What's going down, man? Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one. You dig? Quick little episode, real quick. I know I say that a lot, but this one probably gonna be a little shorter, or at least a little shorter for me. You feel me? I usually do like hour, 2 hours episodes, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that go. But I wanted to speak on this real quick, just because, you know what I'm saying. I had some thoughts. You know what I'm saying. And first off, you feel me? I want to say that with this whole topic right here, like, cause I fucks with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Giannis. Giannis is I fucks with Giannis because he's cut from that cloth of just put your head down. You know what I'm saying? And not cutting no corners and working hard. You know what I'm saying? Putting in that work to get your results. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up getting them. You know what I'm saying? And he's from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? He's from the cloth of being drafted to a team, and that team not being very good at all. You know what I mean? And that team not having a whole bunch of history as far as winning. You know what I'm saying? I know they've had some good teams in the past, but they did win a championship. The Milwaukee Bucks with Oscar Robertson, and I think Kareem was still Lou Alcindor at the time, if I'm not mistaken. So the franchise had won a championship before, but it was hella years ago and shit. You know what I'm saying? But in recent years, you know what I'm saying, the Milwaukee Bucks, before Giannis wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't really done a whole bunch. And so I'm just saying he's from the cloth of getting drafted to a team, the team being straight up cheeks, ass, and him working on his self and his game, you know what I'm saying, to be able to raise the level of play of the team around him, you know what I'm saying, and basically just being able to be a key centerpiece to a championship team. You know what I'm saying? Taking a team from nothing and turning them into something. You know what I'm saying? And turning that team into a championship team. You know what I'm saying? So those is all the reasons why I fuck with Giannis. And so also in saying that, I'm not saying that Giannis is saying anything, because we ain't heard Giannis come out and say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't came out said nothing. You know what I mean? It's just, the talk, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to and y'all know how I feel about the media, but I just want to give my take on because there is something that we know Giannis did say, you know what I'm saying, in recent past. So I'll speak on that, and then just my take on if he does feel a certain way, how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's going. How I want to start this. So basically, Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks are supposed to be like a championship contender. You know what I'm saying? Year in, year out, because they got him. You know what I'm saying? And the expectation is championship because they won a championship in recent years. They won the 2021 championship, I believe. Yep. And so, but since then, the last 2 years in particular, I believe they've gotten bounced in the first round. I know last year they got bounced in the first. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember if he was hurt or not last year. Either way, they got bounced. And then the year before that, I believe they got bounced in the first round, right? But my thing is like this, right? And I understand the expectation being a championship, because like I said, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is, to some people, the best player in the league, or top 2, 3 at worst. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? I understand the expectations being championship, right? But the reason why I titled it what I titled it is because I'm like this. One thing I do know that Giannis has said in the past year or so is something along the lines of, since they won a championship and hadn't been back, it hadn't really been close to being back. The past 3 years, they've been close as far as, they've had good records and stuff like that. But as far as making an actual deep run, they hadn't really, they hadn't got to where they think they're supposed to be. So because of that, I guess, that prompted Giannis to sometime in the recent past, like a year ago or something like that, say something to the effect of, if the Milwaukee Bucks organization isn't committed to winning, you know what I'm saying, then he's gonna have to, look at other options, you know what I'm saying? Or, not look at it, not he didn't say look at other options, but basically, you know what I'm saying, is, saying if the Milwaukee Bucks organization, ain't committed to winning, then, he's gonna have to look at maybe going elsewhere. What's going on, Cheyenne? Yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this episode, is because I was thinking that exact same thing that you saying right now. Giannis been on that LeBron shit kind of like lately, and I fuck with Giannis because Giannis gives something that LeBron never did, which is take the team that he got drafted to. Now, obviously, I understand LeBron came back afterwards, after he had already skipped town and went to Miami and joined up with niggas and got them rings over there. Then he came back and got that one ring. But I'm saying in that first stint of getting drafted, you know what I'm saying, LeBron didn't do what Giannis did. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I fuck with Giannis. Like I said, not that there's something wrong with, going to go team up with niggas. I'm just saying is levels to it. I think it's a little bit more respectable, you know what I'm saying, and admirable to, get drafted to a team and that team ain't good, and you know what I'm saying, you able to, be the leading force and turning the franchise around, and you ultimately win the championship. You know what I'm saying? LeBron basically skipped town. It was like, hey, I can't do it on my own. It's too hard. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and learn how to do it over there. So it's not the same to me. But that's the reason why I wanted to do this. But so yeah, Giannis said something. I guess, he said something to the effect of, if the Milwaukee Bucks, ain't committed to winning, then, I'm gonna have to, potentially look at, going elsewhere and all that. And so when he originally said that, I understood that. I kind of understood it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, bet. But as time has passed, like I said, because this was probably like a year ago or something now, a year, maybe 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? As time has passed, it's kind of seeming like I said, I ain't heard him say nothing since then. I'm just saying the talk, you know what I mean, around the basketball world and the buzz that we hearing that's just out there is just that, you know what I mean, he's still feeling that way, and like he trying to put pressure on the franchise, you know what I'm saying, to like, make something happen, I guess. But my thing is, I'm like, the reason why I'm starting to kind of like, scratch my head and be like, well, this kind of like on some LeBron kind of shit, because it's like, if you look at it, what more do you really want the Bucks to do? They didn't since he didn't said that originally, they did a lot. Okay, they didn't fire like two coaches. Okay, they fired Mike Budenholzer, who won a championship. You know what I'm saying? They should have never fired him, but they fired him. Then they hired what was old boy named Alvin Gentry. He started out, I guess him and the players wasn't, seeing or whatever, but nonetheless, the first 40-something, 50 games of the season, I don't remember what the exact record was, but I remember that Alvin Gentry was something. I think that's not Alvin Gentry. My fault. Not Alvin Gentry. That's somebody else. What's his name? Aaron something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But the coach, bro, was like something like 33 or 15 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good record. And he was a rookie head coach, but they got rid of him, and the whole talk was like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? No coach had ever been fired after having a record like that in a rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So they fired him. Now they got Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing against Doc Rivers. I don't understand all the hate that Doc Rivers get. It seemed like from players, a lot of former players and all that, like, they be dissing on Doc Rivers a lot. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But but now they got Doc Rivers. So they didn't did that. They didn't fired head coaches. They traded Drew Holiday, who they shouldn't have traded, brought in Damian Lillard. This was all since Giannis came out and said this. You know what I'm saying? So they've done a lot. They've done a lot of shit and since the year to year and a half to 2 years since Giannis been said this, to try to, continue to appease him. They signed him to a fucking contract extension. You feel me? They done a lot to appease him. You know what I'm saying? And make him feel like we trying to do everything that we can, big dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why the title was like, at some point it's on you, bro. Like it's like these players want the teams, they want the organization to win the championship for them and shit. Like the organization can only do so much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you just like I said, it's some LeBron kind of shit. They done fired hella coaches. They fired coaches when coaches got good records. That's some LeBron type shit, like David Black. You know what I'm saying? Coach, just Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham in his rookie year as a head coach with the Los Angeles Lakers went all the way to the Western Conference Finals and beat the team that won the championship the year before in the second round in the Golden State Warriors. And then in the second year, they got swept in the first round, but they lost to the Nuggets. The Nuggets was the defending champions. So I'm saying, my point being that, It's like Big Dog. What more do like I said, once again, if Giannis is truly feeling like this and saying this, it's like, what more do you want them to do, bro? Giannis calling KD, Steph, and now Jaylen Brown the best player in the NBA. It says to me like ain't no two-time MVP other than LeBron who calls other player the best player in the NBA. I see what you're saying on that, but I'm gonna tell you why he's doing that. I understand why he's doing it. The reason why he's doing that is because to Giannis, and this is something that I do agree with. I somewhat agree with. You gotta, each player is different, so you gotta judge it on that player for that year. But like for example, with the Boston Celtics, I don't think. But basically, the reason why he's doing that is because he's basically saying whoever won the championship is the best player. You know what I'm saying? And so I agree with that mostly. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say mostly is because you got to look at who won the championship. So for example, it depends on, like, so for example, if it's a Jokic, a Giannis, a Steph, you know what I'm saying? Even a LeBron, or somebody like that, then I think that's valid. But me, just my opinion, even though I consider Jason Tatum to be probably a top 5 player in the league and Jaylen Brown to be a top, 15 player in the league, you know what I'm saying? 10 to 15, something like that. Even though they're the champions, I don't consider either one of those players the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you're talking about maybe Jaylen Brown, maybe Jason Tatum, like I said, because he's close to being, he's on that level, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably, if I had to name, I'll probably maybe put him 4 or 5 right now. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I still think Steph Curry is better than him. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I still think Steph Curry is a top 3 player in the league. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Call me crazy, stupid, whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? For what he do and what he bring, and I just think that. You know what I'm saying? But so that's the reason why Giannis is saying that. Giannis is saying, well, he said it about KD because he just trying to show reverence and respect. You know what I'm saying, to his offensive game and all that. You know what I mean? The type of player he is. But then I remember him saying that about Steph too. And he said that about Steph when they were the champions, right after they won the championship. You know what I'm saying? So he was basically saying, Steph Curry won a championship. He's a top 2 or 3 player in the league. He just won a championship. So now he's the best player. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. And then that's the reason why he's saying it about Jaylen Brown too, or Jason Tatum or whoever. So I feel what you're saying though too, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's the reason why he's saying that. So yeah, but that's my thing, bro. That's my thing with this whole Giannis and the Bucks thing. It's like, dog, like, I understand, that it's like, bro, like, the players nowadays in the NBA, it's like they feel like it's almost like they feel like they're entitled to win. Like they just because you one of the best players in the league, you just supposed to win. Like you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't win, then somebody need to get fired. Somebody need to get traded. Somebody needs to bro, it's you the best player, it's on you. It's on you, big dog. Like the team, the organization did what they did. They brought in Dame Lillard, bro. He's supposed to be now. For me, I would have rather keep Drew Holiday. That's just me because I feel like he fits better with that team. They didn't think so at the time, but I'm sure now they feel differently. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I feel like you can't keep looking at the organization every year you lose and you get bounced in the first or second round, and now you blaming it on the organization like it ain't your like you the best player, bro. You guys are the players. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe what about, bro, if your team just ain't good enough, bro? Like you can't have all the good players on your team, bro. You're not just supposed to win just because, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? So let me play this real quick. And then I'm gonna be done with this live, actually. I gotta go pick up my son. Where I'm at. I just want to play this little segment right here. Where's my history, bro? Where's my history? Fucking up. Okay, here we go. History, browse videos. What? Videos you watch will show up here. Browse video. Dawg. My bad. This shit is supposed to. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. I don't know where to find. Oh, here you go. Here you go, right here. Yesterday. Here we go, right here. All right. I wanted to play this little Stephen A shit real quick, you understand me? And give my little take on this.
The Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, were destroyed last night by Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, 122-99. The Grizzlies were led by Morant, who had 26 points, 14 assists, and 10 boards and a triple-double. Yes, that dude, Ja Morant, watch out for him. But as for Milwaukee, Giannis had 37 and 11. But that's about it. Damian Lillard, brace yourself for this, only had 4 points on 1 for 12 shooting. That is not something that we're accustomed to seeing from Damian Lillard. Doc Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks are currently sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference with a record of 1-4. And let me tell you something right now. Let me just put it out there on Front Street. Doc Rivers is in trouble, and the Milwaukee Bucks, as a franchise, are in trouble. They're owed, ladies and gentlemen.
So, first off, my thing is this. With the Doc Rivers thing. How is Doc Rivers in trouble? Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame head coach. Voted one of the top 15 greatest coaches in NBA history, which he is. He's won a championship. So, you know, he had a great playing career as well. So, I mean, I understand what he's trying to say. Like, oh, Doc Rivers is he's on the hot seat. Doc Rivers is in trouble. Look out. He should look out. He should look out. Bro, just like y'all say that all the time, bro, about Doc Rivers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be his last go around right here. And then he end up getting another fucking job. It's like his, 6th or 7th coaching gig or some shit like that. I may be exaggerating a little bit, but I know he was a coach for the Magic, won a championship with the Celtics, Clippers, Philadelphia 76ers, and now the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? So that's 5 teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it may be 1 or 2 other ones that I'm forgetting about, but how is Doc Rivers in trouble? He's not in trouble. If he get fired, guess what? He gonna go sit his ass home, get him a TV job. You know what I'm saying? He rich as shit already. You know what I'm saying? So, no, Doc Rivers is not in trouble, bro. And it ain't Doc Rivers' fucking fault. That's what I don't be understanding about, like, why they be talking shit about Doc Rivers. Something like, bro, like, Budenholzer was the coach. They had some struggles before they won a championship. Then they won a championship. And then I guess for whatever reason, they felt like because they didn't win the championship the very next year after that, he wasn't doing good enough. Like, I mean, this is the coach you won a championship with, bro. Like, that should have earned him. When you win a championship, bro, that should earn you, nigga, at least 5 years after that. Definitely at least three to 5 years, depending on what transpires. You know what I'm saying? Like, if by that third year after you won a championship, if the team just god awful or something, then okay, maybe you might want to consider. But at least 3 years. You win a championship. Let's say you win a championship in 2022. It shouldn't even be a thought of a change in head coach until 2025. You know what I'm saying? Like, that gives you a grace period of at least 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It used to be even more than that. You know what I mean? You won a championship, you was damn near good for life for 10 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15 years. Nowadays, not so much. They want your ass to win it every year and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I mean, I see what Stephen A is trying to say by, because the team is not off to, once again, they not off to the start that, they think they supposed to be off to. They struggling out the gate. Well, so is the Denver Nuggets a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? And once again, how is it Doc Rivers' fault? You got Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. And then I know Middleton's probably starting to be on the downside because he stay hurt now. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't had a good career, but when he comes back, if he's able to stay healthy, he's another slight weight weapon that you got to account for. You know what I'm saying? But just with Dame and Giannis, that should be enough to contend. I'm not saying that's guaranteed you're gonna win a championship, but that should be enough to at least get you to the second, third round, you know what I mean, to the playoffs. And the reason why I say that is because look at the landscape of the NBA. There's no super duper team like the Warriors, you know what I mean, that got 3, 4 mega stars like like the Warriors had a few years ago with Steph and KD and Dre and Clay and all that and DeMarcus Cousins. Like, there's no team like that in the NBA right now. Everybody got 1 or 2 stars, and then it's surrounded by some other good players and some role players. That's it. Like, there's no team that's just, even with the Boston Celtics, they're a good team, bro. Like, they're a great team right now. You know what I'm saying? But they're not like just some unbeatable super team and just pencil them in like they're supposed to win the championship. They supposed to be right there. Yeah, but they got 2 players like y'all got 2 players. Like, y'all should be able to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the whole Doc Rivers thing is like, bro, there's no team in the NBA that's just far and away and far and above just this unbeatable team because they just got all these all-stars up and down their roster. Nah, like, that's just an excuse, bro. You gotta figure out a way to get it done. And if so, it's okay. It's cool. You come back the next year. Just a few tweaks and need to be made. You make them and you go at it again next year. You know what I'm saying? But this whole attitude of, oh man, if y'all don't get it done, I'm up out of here like this. Okay. Bye, nigga. That's how I be. Like, we already won a championship. Like, we doing everything you asked us to do, big dog. I mean, come on now. At some point, you got to take some ownership on yourself and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's on us as the players to get it done. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, bro.
Gentlemen, they're old. Now, you can look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, or you can the Greek freak, and you can blame him all you want to. I just want to remind you, the brother averaging 28 and 11.
That's another thing right there. See, Stephen A. Smith talking about what he averaged. He averaging 28 and 11. Okay, so what? It's not about your number. So he's essentially basically trying to say, well, Giannis doing his job. See, that's that LeBron shit. That's that LeBron shit right there. Bro, I'm doing my job. Everybody else, nah, bro. It's a team, bro. It's a team. You not doing enough. If y'all not getting it done, you not doing enough. You got to do more. Figure out a way to get more out your teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like, yeah, I'm and like I said, I'm not saying he's saying it. You know, I'm not saying Giannis is the one saying it. We all know LeBron has said. He said it all the time. That selfish son of a bitch, he don't give a fuck. He trying to put the blame on anybody but his motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not saying Giannis is saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because Giannis is good with taking accountability and saying, hey, I didn't get it done and this and that, blah, blah. But I'm saying off of what Stephen A is saying there, like saying like, oh, because what his averages is, that's nothing. We don't give a fuck what he had. Like, man, like nowadays you got regular players averaging 23, 24, 25 points a game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how many points you averaging nowadays, that shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, is the points that you scoring and is your average, is it helping to be able to translate to winning? And we know that for Giannis, yes, it does. He's already won a championship. So I'm not taking, this ain't like, this is not you know, Giannis has already won a championship. He's already won a ring. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he is fiending to win, you know. Yeah, he's fiending to win more and win another one, but like, this ain't a thing like, oh, he ain't never won and he got to go somewhere else to win and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not that. It's just, but he want to continue to win more. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being the case, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, y'all gotta, you know, the players gotta do a little more. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only thing.
I just want to remind you of that. But the bottom line is they're old. They look old. It is what it is. Chris Middleton ain't healthy, and we get all of that. He's gone. Remember, you traded a bunch of your assets along with Holiday to get Damian Lillard. Remember, this is the same Milwaukee Bucks team that had a Dante DiVincenzo in 2022 and gave up on him because he couldn't recover soon enough from his ankle injury, and you brought in aging Serge Ibaka. The bottom line is, when you look at it, all they've got right now, it seems, is Giannis and Damian Lillard, and it doesn't appear to be enough. The Milwaukee Bucks look bad. Now, I said he averaging 28, but let me be specific. Right now, thus far, Giannis is averaging 30.4 points per game, fourth in the NBA, shooting 66% from the field, averaging 11.6 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists, and they're still 1-4, getting their ass kicked. I'm bringing all of this up because Giannis might want out. Now, after this season, he's got 3 years to go plus a play option, and we get all of that part. Damian.
And that's another thing. We're talking about this man might want out, and he got another basically 4 years on his fucking contract. 3 years with a player option, with another year for an option. So he's not a free agent. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about, like, bro, like, so that means he just signed that contract either last year or the year before last. So basically, he just signed that contract. So if you don't believe that the organization can put a winning team around you, why would you fucking sign the contract? That don't make no sense. When you sign the contract, bro, you saying that, man, we within this time frame, whatever, you know, this 4-year, 5-year contract, we need to try to win a championship or two. You know what I'm saying? And I want to try to use that whole time frame to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? You still got more time. Like, what is it about trying to jump ship? Well, if they don't do it now, like, why you sign the contract then? You know what I'm saying? If they don't, what else you want them to do? Like you you already paying you and Dame. You niggas is making like $60, $70 million a year and all that shit. Like, bro, you can't have 3, 4, 5 motherfuckers on the team making $60 million, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Lillard got a year to go before he's got to play option. We got all of that. But what else do you have? I'm just looking at them right now. Middleton has missed 48% of his games since the start of the 2022-23 season. You got Dawg Rivers. Listen, he inherited a team that was 32-14 and the second seed in the Eastern Conference without him. And then last year, he went 17-19.
Look. He said, Stephen A. said, what more do you have? Meaning outside of Giannis, Dame, and maybe Middleton, when he's healthy, what more do you have? Well, what more does any team have, man? Like, what more does the Boston Celtics have? They got Brown, Tatum, and sometime they have Kristaps Porzingis, because we all know he's injury prone. He ain't gonna be there all the time. He gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's equal to Middleton. You know what I'm saying? And then I know they got some other good players over there, so I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's the same. Milwaukee Bucks got some other good players over there too. You know what I'm saying? So what more does the Philadelphia 76ers have? They got a cripple ass motherfucking Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? A hobbled ass motherfucking older version of Paul George. And then they got Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is just like, everybody has that, bro. Like nobody has like all of this. Look at the Lakers. They got LeBron, they got AD, and then just a bunch of other like cool role players. Look at the Warriors. They got Steph, and then Draymond, and then just a bunch of other role players. You know what I'm saying? Good players, but role players. You know what I'm saying? So I know Kuminga is supposed to be, this and that. He's supposed to be coming up. We'll see. We still seeing his 4th year. We still trying to wait and we'll see. But and then Buddy Hield is playing the first 6 games. He playing like a motherfucking all-star. But you know what I'm saying? We don't expect him to we expect it to level off at some point a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Nuggets. They got Jokic, Murray, you know what I'm saying? And then what you want to say, Gordon. But, Gordon is just like a high-level role player. He's not like a star, you know what I'm saying? They got an older version of Russell Westbrook now. He's a name, but he ain't the Russell Westbrook from OKC. You know what I'm saying? So when he poses the question, who do they have? Well, who do anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can even look at OKC. Okay? They got Shea Gilders. They got Chet. They got Jalen Williams, you know what I'm saying, too. But still, like, and then everybody else is kind of just like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, so no team has just like, where you gonna go through 4 or 5 names before you get to a role player. You know what I'm saying? So that's not an excuse. Talking about who else do they have? What else do they have? What else do they have? Like, bro, it's just like that's that LeBron shit. All the good players got to be on your team. You know what I'm saying? You want to make it so fucking overwhelming and unfair. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you don't want to fucking compete. And I know Giannis want to compete. He's a competitor. But I'm saying it comes across, like I said, if this is what his mindset is, it comes across as like, you just want it easy. You know what I mean? Just to be able to win more championships, just to have motherfuckers to say, hey, look at you. It's like, bro, like everybody can't win. It's okay, bro. Like everybody's not going to be able to win, 3, 4, 5 championships. Everybody can't do it. Some players just going to win 1, maybe 2, and that's it. A lot of players ain't going to win nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay, bro. As long as you got at least 1 championship attached to your resume, they can never take it from you. Look at Dirk Nowitzki. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can never take that 1 championship away from him. Right? You know what I'm saying? In particular, who he beat. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that was a legendary playoff run that they went on in 2011. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas Mavericks, that was their 1 championship. Now, they had been to another finals, and they just went to the finals again last year. So, they got, it seemed like they know how to get to the final. But that 2011 playoff run, they dethroned the back-to-back Lakers, swept them in the second round, okay? Then in the third round, they beat a tough, young OKC. That was OKC with KD and Russ and James Harden, okay? You know what I'm saying? And then, so that OKC team was tough, you know what I'm saying? And then in the finals, they shocked the world and beat the Heatles. You know what I'm saying? That was coming together to win. Not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. And LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. So that was a legendary run right there. You know what I'm saying? But so you think about that, that gives that 1 championship a little bit more oomph. But still, a championship is a championship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going to be able to win 4, 5 championships, 6 championships, and all that. So, if you get 1, Giannis, you got 1. Continue to win more. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, bro, like, sometimes you gotta be patient, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get back to the mountaintop, grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to put it all on the organization, make sure when you go to the free throw line, you making your motherfucking free throws, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can help win. You know what I'm saying?
And it was tied for 20th in terms of his rank, in terms of his ranking since he arrived. And now you look at what's transpiring right now. They're 18-23 in regular season games under Doc Rivers. That's unacceptable. I love the man, but that's unacceptable. They got to do something. And I'm not advocating for anybody's dismissal or removal or whatever. I'm just talking about the future. The Milwaukee Bucks look bleak. So why hesitate? Why hold it back? It's pretty damn bad. When you got a Greek freak that's averaging 30 and 11 on 66% shooting from the field, and you're still losing 4 straight by digits, and you only got 1 victory on the season, and that 1 victory came against the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't have Joel Embiid and Paul George.
This nigga said the Philadelphia Eagles. Guess what, bud? The Eagles are in the NFL, bitch. Not the motherfucking NBA. I understand he made a mistake. He was talking about the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, I just got to talk shit like that. These motherfuckers be thinking they know his motherfucking all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I make a mistake like that too, but whatever. But it's like, bro, this nigga's talking about it's very bad. Dude, no, it's not. It's the beginning of the fucking season, bro. It's an 82-game season, dog. They're 1-4 or 1-5 or whatever the fuck. Like, bro, it's just a lot can happen. Like, but this is what the media do. The media wants to sensationalize and make it all dramatic and make it a soap opera. You know what I mean? And make it like, that's all they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not all bad. You know what I mean? It's the very start of the season. The season just fucking started last week, nigga. I mean, damn. How the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already that bad already. Like, give a motherfucker some time, bro. Just like how I'm saying about the Golden State Warriors, they 5-1 right now, but I always got to give it 15 to 20 games before I make a real assessment on what any team is. You know what I'm saying? Whether good. So that's whether it's good or bad. So the same thing with the Bucks. They 1-4 or 1-5. Okay, let's see what their record is after 15 games. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 games. Okay? Then we'll be able to, say motherfuckers' jobs is on the line and all this shit. Like, it's the beginning of the season, bro. So let's see how it plays out. You never know. You just never fucking know.
This is pretty damn bad. This is what
it's not. It's not pretty damn bad.
Against the Sixers.
It's not pretty damn bad. It's okay.
No Joel Embiid, no Paul George, and that's the only victory you have. And everybody else is smoking you, despite Giannis averaging.
Now, if it continues on for 20, 25 games, then yeah, then it's pretty damn bad. But right now, it's not pretty damn bad, bro. You haven't even got to double digits in games played yet. You know what I'm saying? So stop it.
30-11. Damian Lillard struggling to shoot the ball. He missed all 6 of his three-pointers last night. He's shooting just 6 for 33. That's 18% on threes in the last 4 games. I know he'll turn it around, but the point is he has to. Because what we didn't expect was to look at the Milwaukee Bucks and say, yo, that's all they got. That's all they have. But it is. And why am I bringing this up? Because I don't believe that Giannis is going to stay. That's where I'm coming from with it. I'm looking at his numbers. I'm mistaken. He's got 3 years left now with a player option in 2027, 2028. Damian Lillard's got this upcoming season and next, and he's got a player option a year before Giannis. Who the hell else is worth having? Chris Middleton, we've all given up on him. Brook Lopez could leave after this season. Bobby Portis is under contract after this year for 1 more year, but that ain't enough. Giannis might ask out this summer. And you know what that's got me thinking?
Before he go on this little rant he's gonna go on about Giannis potentially going to the Knicks and all this bullshit, which he ain't going to, let me say this, is that I will say this. I will agree that it probably is time for the Bucks to do a little retooling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis era. The white boy. What's his name? Houghton. Or was it Houghton or whatever? The white boy that be shooting threes or whatever. I forget. But yeah, maybe Tyrese or Tyler, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I may be butchering it. That may not even be his name. But I know who I'm talking about. I just can't remember his name right now. But anyway, that whole little, era right there, it might be time to call that era a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I agree with that. But I'm still saying, even with that, bro, I'm still saying that, like, when you say that, it's like now you're putting more of the onus on the role players. You know what I'm saying? But, I would say it is time for a little retooling. You know what I mean? Get some new, fresh energy up in there. You know what I mean? Some different, some new role players. So they've been running with this same cast of characters for a little while now. Minus the Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard, swap and all that. But yeah. I'm just, even though I'm saying that though, I would agree. It is probably time for a little retooling. I still feel like it can come across as being a little bit too much complaining and trying to put a little bit too much onus on the organization. I can see if the organization ain't been doing nothing. They've been doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been doing shit. So, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's like, okay, they are doing stuff, bro. So don't sit up here and act like, now they doing stuff, but the stuff that they doing ain't working. So that's what it's like, bro. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't, you ain't just got trash ass players around you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to panic right now. I don't want to panic. But did the New York Knicks make a mistake? I mean, they gave up 5 damn draft picks for Mikal Bridges. And I like the brother. I really, really do. And he's dependable and he's always there. But he ain't Giannis. That's 5 picks. Now, I know you gave him Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. I'm not bringing up Karl Anthony Towns because the bottom line is Well, what you gave up to acquire Karl Anthony Towns, I understand it. Mikal Bridges, I believe in it too. You don't have a shot at Giannis. But you got a shot at Giannis, and you missed out because you depleted all your available assets.
So that's basically it, man. This nigga talk about, you know, yeah, we could have if we moved too early, we could have, you know, we could have got Giannis. Listen, every time a free agent come open, this nigga Stephen A. talking about them coming to the Knicks and all that. Man, ain't nobody going to the fucking Knicks. Eventually, somebody will go to the Knicks. I will say that. Eventually, somebody's going to go to the Knicks, but Giannis ain't going. So, you know what I'm saying? Giannis ain't going to no motherfucking Knicks. But what? Nigga, might as well stay where the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Yeah, though, that's basically it, though, bro. I just wanted to say my piece on that real quick because I'm like, come on, I fuck with you, dog. I rock with you, big dog. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, not saying you saying it because Giannis ain't came out and said nothing since the original shit he said, you know what I mean? Which was if the team ain't committed to winning, then, you know, I may have to look at other options and all of that other shit. But since then, he ain't said nothing. I'm just talking about with the talk and all the speculation around him maybe not being happy, you know, because the team, he ain't surrounded with the necessary parts and pieces to be able to, you know, win, contend, and all that. I'm just like, bro, come on now. Like, eventually, at some point, you know, you got to just get it done. You got to just figure out a way to get it done, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not everybody else's fault. Well, this player ain't good enough. That player ain't good enough. That coach ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? The team ain't, you know, like, come on, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, at some point, it's on you. You the star player. You know what I'm saying? If you win, they going to give you all the credit. So, the fact that when you lose, you got to get the blame, the majority of the blame. That's the way it works. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. But it's like these players nowadays, they just want the credit. They don't want the blame. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I rock with Giannis. I fuck with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? He ain't came out and said nothing. You know what I mean? But this is kind of, you know, this is a little LeBron-ish right here. You know what I mean? With the talk of this. So, but that's it. We'll see how it goes. But it's still early for the Bucks. It ain't time to panic. You know what I'm saying? Continue to thug it out, play it out, and see what happens. But I'm going though, bro. I just wanted to address that, and I'll be back with another one. I'm gonna come back probably tonight or tomorrow with a week 9 recap. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a week 9 recap to the NFL. But Snax on Sportz, I'm gone.